What is up, my friends? How are you guys doing? Welcome back. Thanks for stopping in today. We're going to be talking about some movies. We're going to be talking about a movie from 1957 called The Monster That Challenged the World. Does it actually challenge the world? Not really, but it's a cool name. So, guys, this is directed by Mr. Arnold Lavin, or Lavin, or Lavin, however you want to say it. The world is your oyster. Say it how you want to say it. Anyway, guys, so this was on Svengoolie, right? You guys know I'm a big Sven head. I love Svengoolie, and this was his double feature with Son of Frankenstein. I think not this past Saturday, but the one before that. It's taken me a little while to get to this review. So, this is a creature feature from the 1950s. It doesn't get much better than this when it comes to lazy Sunday afternoon viewing. You know what I mean? You get home from church, you get home from lunch, whatever you might be doing, right before your football game. Pop on a little 1950s sci-fi creature feature, and this would be the one to do it. This is about a giant mollusk creature who emerges from the depths in a California, I think it's a lake, in a California lake after an earthquake opens a rift in the bottom of the sea. There's a song about a log in the bog in the bottom of the sea, or a log and a frog and but it's a mollusk at the bottom of the sea. And he comes out of this fissure, right? And he comes out and he starts attacking. And there's plenty of creature goodness. There's some slime. There's some death. There's some great practical creature effects. You know, I would like to know if this movie was ever made in Technicolor. Okay? If anybody out there knows, by all means, please comment. Let me know if this was ever made in Technicolor, because I would love to see the Technicolor version just to see what the mollusk creature looks like. Because on the poster, as you see before the video starts, it's green looking. So I'm wondering if in a Technicolor version of this film, would there be a green mollusk creature? Or what would it look like? The black and white is awesome, you know? And I love this movie because the story is a little bit ahead of its time. And, you know, in an age of nuclear scares and the nuclear age, where all these creature features that feature monsters and creatures and gobbledygookers, there is, you know, there's always this, like, they're mutated by radiation, you know. But this is a geological phenomenon, if you will, where the earth breaks open and this creature comes up from the earth, from the depths, the bowels, the colon of the earth. It comes straight from there and it starts killing people. So it's not your typical 1950s nuclear age radiation scare type film, which I dig. I think that's honestly a little ahead of its time, because in a time of, you know, people freaking out about, you know, the bomb and all that kind of stuff, this was a more grounded, a more down-to-earth kind of creature feature that featured, you know, decent acting. It had really good acting, in my opinion, for the time. It had an ahead-of-its-time story that dealt with, you know, the scientific. I say scientific, I'm guessing it's probably pseudo-scientific at that point in time, but, you know, they delved into what makes this creature tick, what created this creature, what kind of natural pressures and environments did it hail from, and all those kind of things. So it really gave the story another layer of depth that I enjoyed. I thought that, you know, and you guys know I am a stickler for good storytelling. You gotta have, your story's gotta be developed. You gotta develop a story. You gotta develop characters. And they do an excellent job of this. Mr. Lavin he brings out the best in his acting talent, right? And his monster, right? I love the monster in this because it's genuinely scary for the time. You know, I mean, there's some black and white movies that you watch and you're like, that's not real, you know, I don't see how that was scary back then. Like The Tingler. I don't know how The Tingler was ever scary. It just got Vincent Price in it. It's not scary. But there's some of these 1950s black and white films are genuinely scary. Like, for instance, Creature from a Black Lagoon. Big fan of that movie. Probably my favorite Universal horror monster other than the Wolfman. Like, Gilman, Creature, love him. That movie genuinely still creeps me out and makes me feel uncomfortable to this day, because the Gilman, his prosthetics, his suit, everything was crafted, I don't want to say meticulously, but it was crafted in a way that it garnered a reaction from you, like it garnered a reaction from the audience, like, oh, that's shocking, and so there's that same element, that same kind of sense to me about this monster that challenged the world, this mollusk creature. It has that, it's got those big beady eyes and those mandibles, and it's slimy and it's grotesque and it's coming for you, baby. It's gonna eat you alive. And that was genuinely unsettling to me. The first, Svengoolie has shown this a couple of times on his program. And the first time I just kind of skimmed over it. I was like, whatever. It's just kind of on in the background. But this time I genuinely watched it, and it was great. And I really want to own it, if I'm being honest. If I could find a Blu-ray or even a digital copy of it somewhere, I would totally do that. I can't find it anywhere to stream while I was looking this thing up. I couldn't find it streaming anywhere, but I could, it says it's not streaming, but I swear I saw it on Prime. So if you guys can definitely find it somewhere, if you can find it, please give it a watch, because it deserves it, especially for this time of year. You know what I'm saying? So guys, the monster that challenged the world, 2 thumbs up, find it, watch it. It'll be highly entertaining and you will enjoy it, guys. And thanks so much for watching, guys. Thank you so much. It means the world. And if you like the videos, by all means, like and subscribe. And as always, I'm going to keep making them as long as you guys keep watching them. Peace out, my friends. God bless you, and I will see you soon.